Okay, so I got a lot on my mind today. It's a weekend, so weekends is usually when I like to think. And so for the first time, I'm posting on a weekend, and I want to get you guys a video, and I kind of want to give me something to do since it's a Saturday and there is football going on, but nothing's really on right now. So I'm giving you guys a video today. It is a School Talks podcast. But before we get into the video, this is Cameron Stella Morning Talks podcast. I am Cameron, so please do us a favor, go and subscribe, leave a comment of what you'd like to see, hit that like button, hit the notification button where you're going to know every time that we get to start a video or do a video. And like I said, it's a school podcast, so I have a bunch of questions written down here on my phone, and I'm going to read them, and I'm going to answer them, and yeah. So I have about 5 to 6 questions on my phone that I have written down. And so, yeah, the first question that I have, or the first thing that I would like to answer for you guys is, how do my grades look in school? My grades actually look pretty good. And, I'm a usually straight A student, but this year, I'm in an algebra class. It's a little confusing. And it's just like a lot different than what I've seen in recent years, and I'm hopefully trying to get those grades up because basketball is starting, and I am a starter on that basketball team, so I'm really looking forward to bringing those grades up. And I really don't have a bad grade in anything else. Science is pretty good, reading, everything else. Just that one math grade is the only thing that's affecting me in school right now. And yeah, but that's really all that my grades show. Like, I think last quarter I was at 3.7 GPA, and yeah, so hopefully I can bring that up like a 3.8, 3.9, possibly a 4.0 maybe. And yeah, what is my favorite subject in school? My favorite subject in school is probably science. I feel like I'm most respected by that teacher. I'm respected by all teachers, but I just like science a little more because, you really don't do a whole lot in that class, and it's really not hard. I mean, if you listen in class, it's really not hard. We do a lot of something called Amplify. That thing annoys the heck out of me, though. And to be quite honest, it's not hard. It's just confusing sometimes. But like I said, if you listen in it, it's not hard. And, reading's another thing that if you pay attention, it's really not hard. We do Amplify in everything this year. And it's the only thing I don't like about our school is that Amplify is our curriculum these days. And we use it for every single thing. And hopefully, maybe we can move on from that in the future. Hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, but if not, then it's not the end of the world. And yeah, math, shoot, that's far from my favorite. I do not like math. That's the only tricky thing that we have, really. And yeah, but what other classes do we have? Oh, we have band too. That's not confusing at all. If you know how to play an instrument and you know your notes, it's really not hard. And the other classes that we have, history, that class is probably the second to most annoying class. It's easy if you read, but I just don't like it because there's assigned a lot of homework in that class. And I really don't like being assigned homework because, it's sort of annoying. And I just don't like the whole feeling of doing homework all the time. And there are days that we'll go have homework in every class, and we'll come into history, and we'll be like, oh, we're about to have homework, and they assign us homework. There's been days that we've had homework in every class. So that is the sucky part about the school, or not necessarily the school. It's just the sucky part about being in our final year of junior high school. And yeah, and I believe that's the only classes we have. Oh, and then I have a journalism class that you do nothing in. You do weekly reports and you write in newsletters, and that's really it. The third question that I have, if I can have any, or if I can take out any class and change it out for another made-up class, what would it be? Well, I would probably, well, it's not a made-up, this is not a made-up class. I would probably take, like, science or something, or history, or not science, like math or history, and change it to, like, a weights class, because basketball kids don't get, like, weight room time, and I would really like to hit the weight room, because, you know, football, track, that's all sort of coming up, and I just want to be, like, bigger and stronger. And I've been hitting the weight room outside of school, but, you know, inside of school wouldn't hurt. And, yeah, I would probably do math. And if it was a made-up class, I don't know, like a sports class, like you talk sports and stuff, I would sub that up for the math or history. And, yeah, that's pretty much that. The other question is, what is my starting role in basketball? And explain it. My starting role in basketball is I am either a poster or center. We have a kid on our team named Nettie Layshawk. He is the other kid who is starting at that low spot. And, you know, they're really, I don't ever start with ball. I'm not a point guard, really. And usually I'm one of the two bottom players, which is a poster or center, for those of you who don't know. And, because I'm a bigger kid. And, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm definitely a better shooter than some people on our team, but we have good shooters on our team. A kid named Carson Swedenberg, he is probably the best shooter at this age that I have seen, and we had really good shooters last year. And then we had Kyler Hands, he's pretty good too. I feel like he can be a huge key this year. And Aaron Brown, he's a smaller kid. He don't like to shoot though, neither does Nettie Layshawk. And so that usually relies on me, Kyler, and Carson. But Aaron and Nettie, they're really good passers, so hopefully we can get some good assists and get some wins off of high assist numbers. And my rule is pretty much keeping the team up on their feet, making sure they don't put their heads down, keeping everything going. And I just want to do that because I'm really looking forward to going to a conference championship this year, or like a league championship. We just came outside of it last year. I believe we came third in our conference, and hopefully we can do better this year. And actually in journalism for our school, I wrote an article of our coach saying what our goals are this year and what we're looking forward to. And his response to me was he wants to work on defense and free throws and not hanging our heads down, because last year that really hurt us. We would make an error, we put our head down, and then we completely screwed ourselves over. And that's really not what you want to do, and when it's coming to stuff like this. So hopefully we can do better this year. Defense, keeping our hands up, and continuing to move, not stopping, and just continuing to move around, whether it's a zone or a man. Just keeping your hands up and looking back and forth, continuing to move. And then free throws is huge. We lost 1 to 2 games last year where free throws could have played a huge factor in it. And hopefully just we can do better on that and get a better year out of it. And the last question that I'll be answering this year, what is my favorite sport when it comes to school? And what in school do I need for it? My favorite sport is basketball, and really all you need for basketball is you got to have the willingness to get better, like a good mindset, and like the willingness to hit the gym, get stronger, hit the gym and get better, shoot baskets, do whatever, practice dribbling. That's going to be another thing this year is we only have a couple kids on our team who have an amazing ball handle. And just, I feel like our whole team needs to be part of it. Our bench needs to get a little more involved into the game. And hopefully we can just have a better year than next year. And like I said, really all you need for basketball, though, is if you have good grades, you're fine. You have good grades and a good mindset, really you're fine. Whether you're bad, whether you're good, just there's always room for improvement. And a message for everybody to hit the weight room and get a little better than what they already are. And anyways, guys, that is a wrap up for this video. And those are some questions that I was actually asked on Instagram. It was like a Q&A. But that is all I have for you guys. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell to where you get an alert every time that we post a video. And go check out our most recent videos. And also go check out SE Vlogs, links in the description. And anyways, have a good weekend. See you guys next time.